Hey guys, welcome back to the Poison Spyder Wraith budget build. Now, if you aren't familiar with this project was something that I came up with where it was a budget build, and not in the sense that I tried to do things as cheap as I could, but it was a budget build in the sense that I set a budget of $50 per week, and then I upgraded the truck every week based on that budget. Anything that I didn't spend got rolled over to the next week to try and make up for bigger upgrades as we went. Anyway, so we're back to it. We're 22 weeks into this thing already. We've got axle upgrades, almost a complete bulletproof transmission already, MIPs, Proline shocks, Tekin motor, Castle speed control, Futaba servo, running a Futaba radio in there. The Futaba radio didn't go in the budget, but that was just something that I did right off the bat because that's what I run on all of my rigs. We've also done some upgrades that didn't go into the budget that were mostly cosmetic. Also, one thing you'll see on there is that I did throw on a set of these MS Tech rear fastback pieces. I had on some pieces that I had done before based on just using stock links, but Scott had sent me a set of these nicely machined little fastback pieces, and I threw those on there. You can get these at RPP Hobby or places like that. Anyway, getting right into the upgrades. Before, I was running the Axial Trail Ready Beadlocks, which came on this kit originally. I was running some pin tires that didn't go in the budget because I was just trying to get some extra performance for one event, and I was also trying to see if I could do anything to get these Axial Trail Ready Beadlocks to hold a bead consistently. It was a huge headache to be disassembling and reassembling these wheels constantly to reseat the bead. So to get this thing started off on the right foot, I decided that I was going to jump right back in with a new set of wheels. What I've decided to go with is a set of Vanquish SLW Beadlocks. This is a set that I already had around the shop, but there is some advantages to going with these. One is that we already purchased the Vanquish SLW hubs to go into our Trail Ready Beadlocks much earlier in this build. So I can take those, swap those right into my new wheels so that it didn't have to pay that whole big chunk right at once. Now, something else is that I already had these wheels here in the shop. Now, these aren't new wheels. They're scuffed up and scraped and things like that, but they've been in the shop forever, and there's no reason to get rid of them. These things don't really wear out like a plastic set of beadlocks can. So that's what's going to go on this truck. Now, I am going to go back to the R35 Axial BFG tires that I upgraded to several weeks back as well. Now, I want to upgrade soon to some better foams inside, because right now we still just have the stock foams that came with these tires. So that's going to be the very first upgrade to kick this build back off. Obviously, bolting on a set of wheels is not the most interesting video, so for the most part, I'm just going to slap these things on and we'll see what this thing looks like when it's running. Now, later on this spring, this truck is probably going to go through a big transformation. In April, I'm going to an event down in Utah, and at that event there's a TTC, a Top Truck Challenge. And to get into that Top Truck Challenge, you have to be voted in. So to be voted in, I'm probably going to need something that looks a little more custom than a modified stock Wraith cage. So in order to do that, this thing is probably going to go through a chassis swap. So that's going to be it for this week, guys. New set of wheels is a pretty simple upgrade as far as installation goes, but it's a pretty huge impact as far as the truck's style and performance. So that's going to be a big one as far as how this truck continues in the future. And that new brushless power that we did in those last previous weeks is not going to have any problems spinning some aluminum wheels. Follow along as the build goes, guys. Every Thursday I'm going to continue to try and pump out updates. Watch for that and try and stay on that schedule and keep it easy for you guys to remember when I'm going to come out with a video. Also, tell a friend about the channel. I appreciate all the support and things like that that you guys give me, and all I ask is that you spread the word and we try and build this thing up as we keep going. So I really look forward to the future updates on this truck and the other projects, and we'll see you guys next Thursday on this project and later on in the week for some of the other projects that we've got coming out of the shop.